Hey, this is Kirk Windstein from Crowbar Down and Kingdom of Sorrow. You are watching Bay Area Rocks.
You're watching Bay Area Rocks, and I'm here with Crowbar. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
This is Kirk Windstein of Crowbar Down and Kingdom of Sorrow. How y'all doing, Bay Area Rocks?
Sweet. So let's talk about your guys' new album, Sever the Wicked Hand.
That is what it's called. Came out February 8th, and we're on tour supporting the record right now on Metal Alliance Tour. We're in San Francisco tonight, obviously. And it's going great. Record's gotten great reviews, selling well. Biggest album of our career. Kind of like a comeback, really. And just happy to be promoting new Crowbar and being on the road right now.
Can you give me a little bit of background of your band, Crowbar?
Yeah, we started in like 1989, basically. Heavily influenced by Sabbath and the Melvins, Carnivore, stuff like that. And really, our whole thing was just thrash was king at the time, and we wanted to do the exact opposite. So we tuned the guitars as low as we could and played slow, heavy riffs, and threw in a little hardcore stuff here and there, and it's just kind of evolved over the last 20-something years to what you hear today. So we don't really have a genre. We're just Crowbar, and I think that's a good thing.
Sweet. So how's the tour been going, and where have you been, and where are you going?
Excuse me. Let's see. Tour's gone well. We started in Dallas, went through, Dallas, Austin, New Orleans, into Florida, up the East Coast to New York, across the Midwest, went up to Portland, Seattle, had yesterday off, got San Francisco, San Diego, L.A., and then we do some pickup shows on the way home in Phoenix, Lubbock, Texas, and Tyler, Texas, on our way back to New Orleans. So we've crisscrossed everywhere, from Dallas to Tampa to New York, and across to Seattle and down. So
that's a lot of crisscrossing around.
Yes, it is. It's way too much. They expect you to make money, and gas is $1 million a gallon. Diesel's even worse. So, I guess we'll just be broke.
Well, I hope you guys sell a lot of merch tonight, and you have been on the tour.
Well, thank you. We've been doing very good, and that's the problem because we're pretty much out tonight. We got stuff coming tomorrow, but
Sweet.
It'll be great.
Great. So where did you guys record the album, and can you tell me who produced it?
I produced it. We recorded it in Metairie, Louisiana at OCD Recording and Production, which is very convenient for us. It's actually part of the building where we rehearse. So it was really easy, to just move gear next door. And great facility, really nice place. And then Zeus, who's done all kind of stuff. He's done the Kingdom of Sorrow records that I play on, Hatebreed stuff. God forbid. New Murder Dolls, all kind of stuff. He mixed it up in Hadley, Massachusetts at his place, Planet Z. And he's the best, in my opinion. I love him. So he did a great job. Record sounds great.
Sweet. So how is it to be in 3 bands? How do you work that, being on the road all the time and recording?
I don't know. I'm just a busy man, but I'm blessed to be in 3 great bands. A lot of people aren't in one great band, so I try not to complain. I try to feel, although it can be hectic at times and a bit much, I just try to keep everything in perspective. And, right now I'm in Crowbar World. As soon as I get home, I'll be in Down World for a couple of months, and I'll be in Kingdom of Sorrow World and back in the Crowbar World and Down and whatever.
Well, let's talk about your other bands. What's going on with Down?
We did some shows in Louisiana and Texas right before this tour started. We have some stuff coming up in the Northeast at the end of April. I know we got New York City, Sayreville, New Jersey, home of Dave the Snake Sabo, our manager. And I know we're doing, I think, Philly and Nashville and maybe hopefully 1 or 2 other ones. And then hopefully recording with Down in May, going to Europe in June with Down. Excuse me. And then I'll be on Mayhem Tour July 9th, the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Tour, Josta. May 9th, July 9th through August 14th with Kingdom Sorrow, and I will be on all the shows.
Wow, that's awesome. That's going to be great.
It's a mouthful, too.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I can't breathe with this cough everyone has.
Yeah, I know that's been going around.
Oh, yeah.
So what festivals do you like to play, or what festivals have you played that you really enjoy?
We're doing Download with Down again, which is great. We've done it, 2 other times, and it was fantastic. It's probably for me, it's the biggest, kind of best one. that's where it all started. The Castle Donington stuff back in 1981, I think, was the first one, and it's grown to be enormous. It's like 80,000 people or something a day. So it's a great festival. We're doing a Rock Hard Festival in Germany for the first time this year, which is great because I'm good friends with the guys at Rock Hard Magazine, and they're really supportive of Crowbar and Down. So we're looking forward to doing that with Down. I'm not sure what else. I mean, I love doing with Full Force Festival. We've done Sonosphere. We've done pretty much all of them over there with Down, and/or Crowbar Hellfest is a great one in France. I think we're doing that this year too. So I don't know. I'll just show up and play.
Sweet. What bands are you listening to that are like a newer like metal band out there, or maybe from Louisiana, where you're from, that you're really enjoying or really want to help out?
From Louisiana and from New Orleans, basically this band Harp, that's on Housecore Records, Phil Anselmo's label, are really like my favorite new band coming out of the New Orleans area. I think they really got a lot of potential with great dudes. Got the New Orleans sound, whatever that is, they got it, but it's their own style. They do it in their own way, like all of us do down there. And I think they got a good future, so I really been kind of pushing them guys. You hear me there, Sean? and King Philip. And Kate. And Mike Williams.
So being from Louisiana, how is it there now from, the Katrina and then the oil?
Yeah. It's really come back, well. Of course, it's never going to be the same. But, in a lot of ways, good has come out of it. There's a lot of new. I mean, we're one of the few cities in the country where the economy is actually still doing well due to the fact that there's still so much construction going on, so many new businesses opening every day. Excuse me again. It's hard to talk when you got an itchy throat. But so we're, thanks for asking. It's doing good. BP thing, screwed us up pretty good for a bit, but other than seafood prices being high, everything seems to be cool. I mean, I'm more worried about y'all over here with Japanese nuclear. Yeah, we're a lot further from that, and I feel so bad for those people. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them and everybody it affects. It's terrible. So
yeah, no, I understand that one. So, what band would you like to share the stage with that you haven't yet?
Well, never happened, but the original. Well, not the original. The Jailbreak era Thin Lizzy, which is playing up front right now. We got the new remixes. Sweet. Really, I play with pretty much all of my, other than Zeppelin and, whatever. I even kind of played with Kiss at the same festival, in New Orleans, Voodoo Fest. So, we played with Motorhead. We played with, we've toured with Metallica a couple of times, which was a dream come true, being a huge fan since the early days. I mean, we've toured with Megadeth. We've toured with Heaven and Hell twice, which was fantastic.
Awesome.
So... I mean, pretty much, everybody I've wanted to play with, I've been lucky enough to be able to do. It's been cool.
That's so awesome. So what made you want to become a musician, and what advice would you give a starting musician?
Advice is quit now, if you know it's good for you. Seriously, I just always loved music and sports, and wasn't good enough or big enough to make it in sports, so I chose guitar, and I actually started out on piano. I was a big Elton John fan as a child, so I used to prance around the house. But and then switched to guitar because of Ace Frehley from Kiss. So like about a zillion other guys, Kiss Alive 1. I was 10 when that came out, and that was like, I'd never heard lead guitars so up just in your face and just, just sounded so killer. So that album probably had the biggest effect on me in my life, as wanting to become a musician and to pursue it as a career. But it's a very hard business. It's only getting harder now, every day. But it's great, I mean, I've been lucky enough to be, successful in pretty much all of my dreams and ambitions, and everything I wanted to happen, thank God. So, if I decide to go be a chef somewhere tomorrow, I can say I did pretty much everything I wanted to do, and most people can't say that, so I feel very blessed.
That's awesome. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen while you're either playing on stage or backstage, maybe a prank or something that just comes to your mind?
There's too many, but it would obviously involve Dimebag, whatever it would be, the million of them that have happened. He was the greatest as far as a prankster and just fun. You could be sitting in an empty room with the dude, bored out of your... Well, you wouldn't be bored. That's it. He'd come up with some kind of entertainment no matter what. It was never a dull moment, literally. So whatever, any fun, crazy stuff was usually involved. Dimebag. Sorry again.
No, it's okay.
Hope y'all can edit.
Great. Well, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to see you guys play and everything like that. You're watching Bay Area Rocks.